talk about Dune.
Let's talk about it, man. It's going to be a good series. I think it's
Yeah,
going to be a good series. The first movie, to me, it was a big setup of the world introduction,
yeah.
and it just felt like it
Let's give a
ended.
huge spoiler warning first. Spoiler warning. We're gonna get into some story stuff just in case.
Yeah, it ended at the most weirdest spot of a
Very
movie
weird spot.
that could ever end.
Then yeah, very weird spot. But I feel like they couldn't. At them ending at that spot, I feel like that's literally probably the next scene is probably like because there's a time jump in the book. It's like a 2 year time jump.
Okay.
So they're gonna just from that moment on is gonna be him becoming they didn't say it, but there's this thing they in the book, and I guess in the original movie, the movie in the 80s, they were calling him Mohadib, and I guess that means like the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the second movie, the part two of Dune, I think it's only gonna be a two-parter. I don't think he's gonna do this the second or third books. I think they're just gonna do the first book and leave it at that. But so I think the second movie is gonna start with him being like becoming Mohadib and taking over and defeating the Harkonnens. I don't really know what else happens after this point. This is all speculation. But the Harkonnens is some evil motherfuckers, I guess.
Very much so. They don't explain why they left. What was it called? Arakia?
Arrakis.
Arrakis. They don't explain why they
No,
left
they
Arrakis.
did explain. They said the
No, they
emperor told
do.
them to
That
leave.
I get that they emperor told them to leave, but nobody explains why the emperor told them to leave.
Oh,
Emperor
I
wouldn't
bet
just tell
I
them
was
to
gonna
leave
ask
if
you.
they're refining. Emperor wouldn't just tell them to leave if they're refining the spice and
I
continuously
think.
refining plenty of it.
See,
So it's like a
this is
big setup.
this is my question. This was gonna be my question for you. This this is my question for you. So I'll answer. Let me answer your question first. I think it was like a big setup to eradicate the what's
All triads or
the Atreus family, the Atreus family.
yeah.
I think it was. I started rewatching the movie last night. I watched like the first 20 or so minutes, and the Harkonnens when they first showed the Harkonnens, they the Baron, the big fat one, his first line was that the Emperor is a very jealous and very envious and cruel man, and the Atreus family has been getting too much power. So I think it was a
Mm.
setup to have the Atreus family be destroyed by the Emperor. So he got the Harkonnens to leave, finger quotes, just so they could come back and just take the spice back and kill them all when they're vulnerable.
This also seems like a what's the name of the religion? Uh oh, the Jarifs or the religious group in the movie. Like it was all women.
Oh, the Bene Gesserits.
Then the Jesuits.
The
The
you talking about
head,
the witches, right?
yeah, she seemed like very much the queen of everything.
Yeah, that's the mother
And
reverend, the Reverend
and
Mother.
now she said the savior was supposed to be a woman. They've been figuring out this timeline, like they've been figuring out the genetic, they've
Yeah,
been like precisely making sure that the women was having daughters and that you was continually teaching this religion down the to the daughters. This
yeah.
was like an all women thing.
And
And so
I guess they want every house to have a woman in their group. So
right.
someone from every house. So I guess there's more houses.
So my thought was the fact that she's been training her to be training her son in these ways. It may be as I mean, I know she told him to don't hurt the boy and the woman, but at the same time, there could be something in play in regards to her not wanting him to be the quote unquote Messiah.
Yeah.
But that's for another time.
Well,
I'm
she was
just not
told to
sure.
have a daughter. I guess they can manipulate whether they have a son or daughter. She
Yeah.
was told to have a daughter and didn't have a daughter. I
Also, is the mother pregnant?
think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone
So
told me that.
Pops
Rock
got
told
it
me
in
that.
one more time.
Yeah, they she's pregnant. I guess she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Cause I know that they have a sister. He ends up having a sister. Cause I watched a comparison between Dune and Star Wars because Star Wars was really influenced. George Lucas was influenced by Dune a whole bunch when he originally started making Star Wars. Even down to the main character being named after someone from the Bible, like Paul, Luke. His sister's name is Alea. He named Luke's sister Leia. They're on a desert planet. The trucks, the spice things that he used that in Star Wars with the little people with the hoods running around. Their little giant trucks. The Jedi mind tricks is from The Voice. So like he took a lot of stuff.
I'm glad George Lucas made a Jedi mind tricks because boy, I was in the movies watching that, and when I tell you, it just made me cringe every time they use that high pitch. I was please.
The voice in the movie.
Bro, half of the sound effects was just so creepy.
It reminded me of Harry Potter.
Oh my God, bro, stop.
It reminded me of Harry Potter.
I couldn't. Oh my goodness, bro. And then she gonna tell this nigga put your hand in the box.
Yeah.
I like hell no, I ain't putting my hand in there, bro.
She had a poison needle next to his neck. She had a poison needle next to his neck. They would have died. He would have died.
Shit. You right.
That was to prove something though. Because if he wasn't able to withstand it, that would have proved that he wasn't the Messiah.
Hey, bro, imagine when she said, "Come here," and she just pulled him over.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Woman."
Oh my God.
He really was with that energy though. He was like, "How dare you talk to me like that?"
Yeah, like how dare you? Who are you?
Who are you to use your powers on me? She was like, "Nigga, I don't know who you talking to."
I'm the strongest of all these witches.
What you talking about?
But my question was like, was it a good plan? It kind of seemed like a little bit of a complicated plan for the Emperor to do all that. Like he had to bring the Harkonnens out just to bring them in, the Atreides in, to bring the Harkonnens back in, to take them all out. It seems like, and he gave them his army. You would think he wanted the Harkonnens to do that so it doesn't look like the Emperor will do it. Because if the Emperor were to start taking out houses, you would think the other houses would be like, oh, fuck that noise.
Technically speaking, the Emperor didn't give him the army. They paid. Technically, they paid for a portion of his army.
So here's the discrepancy. I watched a lot of YouTube videos after this movie to understand what I watched. I do that a lot. And in the book, those soldiers that they paid for actually disguise themselves so it won't get back to the Emperor at all.
Yeah.
So like that was a big difference.
No, they talk about that. They talk about that in the Wired articles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watching YouTube videos, I was reading the articles.
Yeah.
They talk about that in the articles. And they talk a lot about how the Dune series is a lot more like espionage and like small warfare, like Cold War type feel of just like
it's like Game of Thrones.
Yes and no. Well, you're definitely right about that. But it's in the field of apparently there's a big agreement that we're not no major weapons can be used on anybody. So it's like smaller stuff. Like
that's why they use swords and shit.
You even see it with the that one scene where that little small like fake little fly somehow got in the door and pretty much tried to kill him. And then like first of all, the Harkonnens are freaking crazy. That man stuck himself in a wall and just waited for them to come.
Yeah.
Just so he could release, and then he died.
Yeah. From starvation.
I'm like, bro, that is nuts. And
That
then,
is crazy.
And then, my man's the head of security. First of all, my G,
Talking about Thanos.
who is you? Who
Oh,
is
the
you
black
to be
dude.
like? Yeah, who is you to be like? I'm sorry, sir. I failed. I'll resign. Nigga, how you gonna resign after taking an L?
You ain't allowed to quit. I said to Sam, I was like, you ain't allowed to quit after you done failed me. You better make this shit up.
Quit?
I'ma fire you, nigga, before you quit. I was pissed. I was like, nigga, who the fuck do you think you is?
That man take one L and he's like, oh, I'm done. I'm sorry. I can't
there
go
was something
no more.
else I found out.
Give me my pension. I'm gonna retire now. I want my retirement check after taking the
L. I'm retired now. It was something interesting I found out about that character is so they didn't really get into this in the movie, but I guess in the world of Dune, there was a huge war between mankind and artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that too. How they removed all machinery.
Yeah,
like
so that guy,
stuff.
That guy is supposed to be I forgot the name. They have a lot of interesting names. These, but he's basically a human computer. So like, you know, in the beginning when he was like, he eyes rolled back, he was like, exactly 200, 2000, some bunch of numbers and shit. So that's what he is.
Yeah, I definitely read about that too. It's definitely but even with that, there's still some form of like cyber. Apparently later on, it's gonna be some form of like cybersecurity type stuff going on. Like it's like
all like organic use technology. Yeah, like they don't use any robots for nothing. They're like fuck a robot.
And you know what? I think we may get to. We're not gonna get to nothing crazy like that, but I think we're gonna get to a place like that. Upon just regular people. Like I've started to notice my nieces, you know, we've been shoving a phone in their face since she was born and making
they're good
her take
with
pictures. But they're good with it. But also, like, we've been making her take pictures and stuff and doing all this stuff since she was a kid. And lately I've seen her just be like, stop. Like, get it out of my face. Like she don't want nothing to do with it, bro. I'm like, I wonder if this next generation will just be like, maybe I'm gonna just
fuck electronics,
fall back from all this tech.
Maybe, or maybe.
Interesting. Either that or they're gonna double down.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
Huh? That's a good question. My favorite part of the movie. Honestly, the fight at the end.
Oh, the one-on-one fight.
It was kind of tough.
Yeah, that was a good fight. When he, I started laughing when he was like, "Yield," and everyone was like,
"Right."
It was like, "Whoa!" Who? It was like,
"You trying to keep him alive?"
It was like, "Yield the disrespect. You better kill this man." It was like, "Kill him." But
I was like.
I like when I have a huge question. Did Thanos die?
Huh?
Did Thanos die?
Which one?
Thanos. The dude who played Thanos.
Bro, which one? You got it. I'm sorry.
The head soldier.
I don't know.
He just ran into the...
No.
Did he die?
No, he died.
Did they all die?
Talking about the one that was fighting them while they was trying to escape at the end.
No, I'm not talking about Aquaman. I'm talking about Thanos. I'm talking about the head soldier, not talking about Duncan Idaho.
The one that was training him. The one that was
in the beginning when they that's Thanos.
They don't show it. They don't
show it. So I don't wonder if he's still alive.
That's a good question.
That scene, but go back to it when Aquaman was fighting them dudes in that hallway. That was a tough scene. I like that scene. That was my favorite. I was like,
I still don't understand the technology of the shield.
So what I thought, this is what I was trying to understand. I think they have the shields, and the only way to break it is you have to really push through that bitch.
Right.
Or like you have to hit it enough times for it to turn red and break.
It at least slows down whatever it's trying to get to.
I think of it. You ever play Halo?
No, but I know what you're talking.
Like, So like in Halo, you get shot enough times, your shield eventually breaks.
Right.
And then all the shots you get actually cause you like significant damage and can kill you in like 1-2 shots.
Got you. Okay. Yeah.
That's how
Yeah. I
I
mean,
thought
look,
of it.
it's a lot of futuristic technology in
Yeah.
there. They got a whole lot of phrases.
I thought
Good
the
Lord.
ships looked cool.
Yeah. I like the little dragonfly joints.
Yeah, those was cool. Those are straight from the book, I guess.
Imagine if Dragonfly Jones was
It,
riding it.
Zendaya was in the movie for no longer than 10
Zendaya was
minutes.
in there for no reason.
She had a reason to narrate the beginning. The be in dreams.
That's
but
it, bro. Be in them dreams.
Yeah. What you think of her
All right.
accent?
I ain't even hear accent. She had an accent?
Yeah.
I
A
didn't
little
pick
one.
up on it.
Oh,
I didn't pick up on it.
okay. Anything
You
else
might have.
about Dune?
Nah, man.